RattlePatch kids, welcome to the ER playground. All right, how we doing? It's been a minute. I've been a busy little bee. And of course, I don't know where my tripod is. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I can't find it. Anyway, have you ever had that moment where you can't find your stuff? The reality is, I do have some downstairs tripods, but I don't feel like going down there right now. But anyway, happy Friday. Welcome to the ER playground. Here, ER means embodied release. And if you've been bitten by life, that's the philosophy I like to use here in the ER playground. And what do I mean by bitten by life? Judgment, criticism, fear, grief, heartbreak, not having a place where you can just be yourself. Loneliness, abandonment, not feeling good enough, not feeling just enough, period. Just family issues. I mean, the list goes on. Or if you just need a space where you can just be your beautiful self. So anyway, that is what this space is all about. And why am I wearing this gown is because I'm taking my own medicine here. And the medicine is Rattle XR, which means movement, expression, release. So anyway, I'm just talking to myself. And again, if this resonates with anyone, subscribe. So speaking of subscribe, before I go any deeper, I just want to say thank you, RattlePatch kids. We are growing. We are almost at 4,000 watch hours, and oh my gosh, what a journey. And I believe gratitude goes a long way, so thank you. Thank you for witnessing Rattlebee. Who is Rattlebee? Rattlebee is my inner child superhero. I believe we all have one. And if you're new to inner child, here are some examples. Ninja Turtles, Toy Story, American Dad, let's see, I mean, Scooby-Doo, Shrek, I mean, those, Mickey Mouse, Santa Claus, Batman, I mean, the list goes on. But it's like, if they are allowed to create and have imagination, how come we can't, right? But in this space, you are allowed. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, I hope everyone is doing amazing. Today is Friday, and tomorrow's the 4th of July. And I believe our whole theme here is celebration of your inner child. Again, what does that mean? Just the younger version of yourself, the version of you who didn't care what people think. And I feel like in this world, it's hard to live your life thinking, oh, what are they going to think, right? So, here in this space, you are loved, especially my brothers. And if you're new here, just a little bio about myself. 25 years in the healthcare world. I'm also an instructor. I also facilitate, and this is a sacred space, hence why we don't have comments on. a big thing with social media, I feel that there's a lot of venom. And what is venom? Venom's not necessarily a person, it's just energy. And unfortunately, with social media platforms, especially when you go live, there's a lot of venom. And maybe you have, I don't know, a workspace where you hear or see a lot of venom, or maybe in your own household there's a lot of screaming or just violence. And here we don't need that. Okay? So, now that we got that out of the way, let me just 10 p.m. Oh shit, there goes the service. There I am. I'm exhausted. I don't know if anyone works in healthcare, but I am exhausted. Anyway, I'm dog sitting for my stepdaughters. You want to see her? Say hi. She's a cute little pup. But anyway, let me just reflect my day, my week. Oh my God. So I'm just talking to myself, but maybe you can see yourself in my energy. I don't know if anyone has any disconnect from their family, but I've been really trying to reconnect with my mom. And I haven't seen my mom in 16 years. It's a long time. And I think part of me not seeing her, I just needed to escape and find myself again and heal. My mom has just put us through a lot of just unfortunate situations, abuse, neglect, and so forth. But anyway, I got a text from my sister saying that mom is paralyzed and here's her number. And so my mom is actually in Florida. And I reached out to my mom and we've been like texting and just, it felt good. Like I feel like I was talking to the healthier version of my mom. And I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but my mom, or maybe not just your mom, maybe your friend or just someone that you care about, they put themselves in bad situations, or they're with people that don't treat them the way they deserve to be treated. So anyway, I feel like my mom has been just being in relationships that hurt her mentally, physically, emotionally. And the last time I heard about my mom, she was out on the streets. And she lost all of her teeth. And so when I hear things like that, like it makes me feel sad. Like I just feel so sad when I hear these things about my mom. But anyway, we've been texting and I've been sending her some of the vibration that RattleB and I have been cultivating in the lab, and that is what you hear us play in the ER playground, which is called Rattle X2. And so I've been sending her some of that vibration, and it's been really nice just to have a relationship with my mom again. Anyway, she said, we made some time to talk on the phone, and I was so nervous. Like, I haven't talked to my mom on the phone for like 16 years. And so, like, I was building up all of this. I was just so nervous to, like, oh my God, I'm going to be talking to my mom, and what is that going to be like? And so I was nervous. It's almost like if you haven't seen your best friend or for a very long time, or your father or your mother or your sister or brother or whomever for a very long time, and the last time you saw them you didn't end on good terms, and so all this time has just passed. So anyway, we had plans to talk on the phone 2 days ago, And my mom sends me a text, and she was like, "Baby, I'm so sorry, but my Wi-Fi is not working. I can call you at 8 o'clock, but we actually have 3 hour difference. So that 8 o'clock for her would be like 11 o'clock for me." And I was just like, unfortunately, that's just not going to work. But I was telling my brain, like, and my partner asked me, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, I'm not okay. I know we've been taught, especially my brothers, men in general have been taught not to cry, not to show emotion, but my brain goes to that's like saying holding in, like let's just say you have to go to the bathroom and you hold that in, and for what? It's almost like same thing with our emotion. Like, why have we been taught to hold in our emotion? I didn't hold my emotion in, I just cried. And it was okay, and it felt good to just let it out, because I built up this story that we're gonna have. Like, we even said through text, like, this is like a phone date. And I just sobbed, and I was angry at myself for believing that this conversation could happen. But then I was just telling myself all of these stories like tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow her boyfriend will be there and the Wi-Fi will be working. And I just kept making all these excuses. But then I also felt this energy, and this is the venom that I was talking about, that I'm not good enough, or I'm not important enough, because if I was, then the phone call would have happened. And I also feel like this is 2026, like we don't use pagers, or we don't use like a phone booth. And so I'm thinking to myself, is it really the Wi-Fi? Like, So I have all these stories, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I just need to go downstairs and move my body. And that's hint to why I love the ER playground. Hint to why when I feel that trigger, I move my body. And a part of the reason why we don't do choreography here, imagine trying to learn choreography when you're just so amped up. You just need to move. So anyway, I got it out my body. I connected to myself. I connected to my inner child. And so yesterday happened. I sent my mom some music that we've been working on. We as in Rattle B and I. And she said magical. And then we were supposed to have a phone call yesterday, and that didn't happen. And I was just a disappointment. I was just so disappointed, because I really was looking forward to that conversation. I was literally looking at my phone. Did she text me? Did she text me? It's kind of like if you ever been on a date with someone and you really like them, and then the next day you're just looking at your phone. It's probably not the healthiest thing, but you're just looking at your phone to see, did they text you? Did they call you? And I think part of that is like feeling good enough, right? I feel like being on this planet, we have been wired to feel that we need, I don't know, just approval or attention from people, especially people like our parents or our partners or anyone that you feel so connected with. But anyway, and then the night before, when we didn't have that phone call, I was just telling myself all of these stories in my brain before I went to bed. Like, this is why I need to have X, Y, and Z money so I can pay for my mom's phone so she can have Wi-Fi, and all the stories, like trying to fix. But I had a quick reality check that I don't really think it was the Wi-Fi. And I feel like you would think in the perfect world that if you didn't talk to someone in a very long time, and if you really wanted to talk to them, somehow, some way, you would make it possible. But I didn't even get a text from her saying, hey, son, I'm sorry I didn't call you today, blah, 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 blah. And I just, yeah, I feel, I was telling my partner, I just feel lonely. Like, I feel lonely, meaning like I want to have a relationship with my mom, but I feel like my mom is just checked out. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. But when you do a lot of heavy drugs and when you just, I don't know, detach yourself from who you are and just let people take advantage of you mentally, emotionally, physically, I think that's part of the disease. And I just told myself yesterday, if she calls, she calls. If she doesn't, she doesn't. But I just have to detach from the outcome. And so I went to the gym. I've been running again, and then I went to the steam room and just to sweat out the demon. But yeah, and this morning, I think I'm still like looking at my phone to see if she called or text and making sure that my phone is on, because sometimes I have my phone on do not disturb, but nothing. And so today I went to Starbucks, and my partner and we were just talking more about it, and my partner was just asking, how do you feel? And I was just saying that I feel disconnected, I feel lonely, I feel hurt, I feel a bit of anger of just, I think the anger just comes from, and I also feel exhausted, but I think the anger is from just, I don't know, necessarily angry at my mom per se. I think just the whole situation in general, because I'm trying to have compassion, and sometimes having compassion is not easy. So yeah, I don't know how I feel. I just feel exhausted. I feel exhausted because I was building up this story. I was just waiting and waiting, and like my mom and we didn't end on good terms. And so I think so many doors were opening, meaning like just everything that my mom and I've been through, I started to think about. And I was also just kind of praying that, okay, hopefully she doesn't ask for money, or hopefully she doesn't, I don't know, go down a rabbit hole. A rabbit hole meaning, like when we were texting, she was saying that, there's been some drama, and I'm like, I don't want to hear drama. Like, I have enough drama just in the outside world, and the last thing I want to hear is just drama from my mom. So anyway, I've just been going through it. And so that's been going on with me. But I've been thinking, should I block my mom? Because I had her blocked before, and I was just like, no, because what if she, again, maybe this is not healthy, but maybe she really needs me. Like, if I block her, and God forbid, like, so I'm not going to block her. But I am going to just be cautious. And I think that's fair, right? So anyway, what else has been going on with me? Yeah, working double weekends is fucking exhausting. Like, my body just, it's tired. And I'm not like a spring chicken anymore, but it's bittersweet. Like, I really do enjoy working in healthcare to a certain degree, meaning I just feel like we don't get paid enough for what we do. But it is what it is, I guess. But eventually, again, I'm just talking to myself, but eventually I do want to leave healthcare. I've been doing it for so long, and there's so much more that I want to do. Example is the ER playground. Like, that is my joy. That is my passion. And since we're on that topic, the ER playground may look different for you. Maybe you're someone that likes to cook. Maybe you're someone that likes to golf or go to the basketball court, or maybe you like to ride dirt bikes or write poetry or do comedy, makeup, fashion. Maybe that's your ER playground. And maybe you're like, oh, cool, look at the ER playground that Dr. Rattle and Rattleby have. And maybe in your kitchen you can put LED lights. This is just an example. But the whole point of this space is showing up for yourself and doing what you love without needing approval. And I really love the playground metaphor, because let's just play a game. When we were kids, right? And when we went on the playground, were we looking around to see who was watching us? Did we have someone there? Okay, before you go on the playground, this is how you go down the slide. This is how you swing. This is how you run on the mulch. No, it's just naturally in us. Like when we get on that playground, we're like, yeah, let's go play. And it was naturally built in us. It's almost like we weren't taught that, you know, it's in our DNA, I believe, or I don't know. Just, I love the playground because you're not there to be perfect. You're there just to be unapologetically you. And that is what the ER playground represents here on this particular YouTube channel. Because look, I'm not glammed up. I have nothing here to prove. This is just a mirror, and this is mirror work. And believe it or not, mirror work is very hard for people. It's hard to look in the mirror. And the reason why I say it's hard, because I feel like the human brain has been wired to pick your body apart. Oh, I'm too this, or I'm not enough of this. Hence why Rattlebones exists. And Rattlebones is our permission, and he's a reminder that underneath this meat flesh that we judge, that we have war against, we are bone. And you don't have to be in the medical world to know that. Like, just Google it. We are a skeleton. And what's even more wild is that we're literally in space. Like, we are on planet Earth. Earth is rotating. We can't feel it because we're gravity, of course. But just in that is just a miracle that we are on this planet and that we all breathe the same air and we are oneness. At least that's what we believe here in the Rattle world, that we are one. And that's why I like to use bone, because let's just play another game. We have different people, different religion, different color. Maybe you have I don't know, just different religions, and you strip all that away. You know what's left? Let's just say you take off the clothes, you just take off the skin, bone. No pink bone, no black bone, rich, poor bone, just bone. And when it's all said and done, when this body just says, okay, our time's up, you know what's going to be with us is our energy, is our consciousness. This body is just a tool that we're renting. Just like if you ever rented a car from Enterprise, right? So the point of the matter is we are so much more than these bodies that we're in, because this body is going to die. And when it's all said and done, are people going to care what kind of clothes you have, if that's your real hair or fake hair or extensions or blah, 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 blah? No. You know what happens when your time's up in the OR or they're doing surgery on you and they call the time of the death? They walk away. Like, they don't give a crap about your hair or what you came in with, because when you go check into those places, you're wearing one of these. And here, I'm wearing this because I, and maybe you too, have been judged on how you look or how you move or this, that, and the third. So the gown represents that the ego, like dropping the ego, meaning I'm not here to prove anything. I'm just like you. But anyway, so death of the ego. So what else is new with me is that I'm bringing the ER playground back to the dance studio, meaning outside of the ER playground. I'm going to be bringing the live play dates, meaning real souls are going to be slithering into the ER playground. I'm starting to market it now, and I'm fucking nervous because there's just so many things that go through my brain. Like, marketing already just gives me anxiety because it's like that game that we play with ourselves. Oh, who's gonna show up? Or oh my god, they don't show up. Is it this or that? Noise. I'm gonna be there, period. But I've been reaching out to some of my, I don't call them clients, I call them RattlePatch kids. And it's interesting because the ones that I have reached out to, they're like, oh my god, I was just thinking about you and your class. And so it's cool. Like I believe in divine timing. So anyway, we have our first ER play date on July 13th at 6 p.m. I'm actually more excited than nervous. I'm just excited to just build community again and to help people feel alive in their bodies, especially my brothers. And I like the word rattling because that's what we do, we rattle. And I guess another word for rattle would be twerk. But I also feel like twerk can be kind of towards the feminine side. And I like to use rattle because it's masculine and feminine. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but a lot of tension is locked up in the hips. So that's why I like to use rattle. So yeah, I'm excited. I reached out to a couple of my brothers. Yes, my brothers, men do come to these play dates. Of course, you don't see that in the ER playground, but it's a whole different ball game outside of the YouTube. And I'm excited because I've been working on like the waivers, and I'm also telling the RattlePatch kids, we're not recording this. This is a time where you connect to yourself. So no, we're not posting this on TikTok. No, we're not going live. Like, put your phone on silent. Like, it's just so interesting when I see like video clips of people at, I don't know, at artists' concerts. It's like, that's what you see. Like, you see people just holding up their phones and video recording. I'm like, that is just so, to me, I feel like that's such a disconnect. I mean, I would rather just be there. Yeah, take your little picture, sure, but like to hold your phone the whole time and to record it, I don't get that. So here, as soon as you walk in through the ER doors, phone goes on silent, grab your Rattle XR, which is just water, tie your shoes, and get ready to move your freaking body, period. So yeah, I've been working on that, and one of my good girlfriends, I think she's coming over next week, and she's just going to help me market the ER playground. So yeah, I'm excited. So besides that, I think we're going to call them permission slips. I don't know if you ever heard, but some people say, oh, we have 23 spots left. I mean, I feel like that's really more of like the dance world. We're not dancers. So here, I want to use permission slips. Like, you're giving yourself permission to be unapologetically you. You're giving yourself permission to move your body, right? And not having it to look perfect. So there's that. And then on the YouTube world, like I stated, we are growing, and I've been really trying to figure out, it's like a math equation, I really feel like, with like profile and the thumbnails and the banner. And I was looking at 99.2, somewhere around there, are all new souls laying eyes on this channel. So they're probably not going to understand Rattleby. They're probably not even going to understand Dr. Rattle. But I've been really trying to figure out how can I make this like so any soul can understand it. And so I kind of been going back to the drawing board where I want to use a bus. Why a bus? Because I feel like majority of souls understand a bus, meaning, oh, I get on the bus, it's going to take me to a destination, right? And the destination is the ER playground. Oh, I'm getting ready to go witness something. It's been like a mind fuck, but I feel like we are getting close to it because I feel like I have like 0.3 seconds for someone to figure out, okay, am I going to scroll away from this, or am I going to invest my time? And I've also been really trying to not clickbait. Like that's really huge on YouTube. It's like, and I'm not gonna say any names, but I've clicked on YouTube videos and their thumbnail did not really represent what happens in their YouTube video. I'm like, what? This person is not wrestling with the polar bear, but the polar bear is all big, and then you have the person like trying to fight a polar bear. So the mind thinks, oh. And then I'm just like, what? This had nothing to do with the polar bear. So I don't want to clickbait people because again, I believe time is precious. So I want to stay true to the soul medicine. And if you're new here, what I can tell you is this. What you are going to witness is a soul just like you, moving their body freely, just to release energy. And the bus is like the Batmobile. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the magical school bus. It's like that, the magical school bus, right? And so that's it. Like you have the option, am I going to slither on this bus? Have I been bitten? Do I need to witness someone being unapologetically them? Is that going to feed my soul where I can do what I love again? And again, that may be so different. Maybe you like to sing, or maybe you like to cook or bake or whatever. Whatever it is that you lose yourself. And when I say lose yourself, I mean you lose track of time. You're smiling ear to ear. That unapologetic energy, like when we were kids, comes out, right? So I feel like that is what I'm getting at here, and I feel like the bus is the destination. So I've been really trying to figure out how do I want to create the bus. I'm definitely thinking. I wanted to have wings. I wanted to have like red, white, and blue for liberation of your inner child. Like we don't do Republican, Democrat, absolutely not. We do the rebirth of your inner child. So, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I'll have the steps like rainbow or like really bright, and then the background I'll have like speakers because it's all about music, vibration, feeling good in the body, and then I'll have like Rattleby, the braids flying, and Rattleby kind of slithering on the bus, and that's like the invitation. Okay, do I want to follow Rattleby to this event? See my brain. And then the profile picture I've been having the most difficult time with because I can easily take multiple pictures of myself in the Rattleby suit, 100%. But they don't make the mask where it really shows Rattleby or my personality. It's like the personality is unapologetic, like the tongue out and just being wild and free. And I'm like, okay, I don't really know how to capture that. And so I've been really trying to work on that because at the same token, I want this to feel so real where someone can say, oh my God, this is a real human. Oh my God, like there's a real human underneath the Rattle suit. And oh my God, I can see myself putting on my Rattle suit and working up in the kitchen or dancing or ballet or whatever it is, right? So that is where my brain has been. And I've also been telling myself that the point of the matter is I want you to feel like you can actually meet Rattleby, because you can. If that ever happens, praying to God, putting out in the universe, it's almost like how you have CosmoCon, is that what you call it, where you can meet the Power Rangers, or I don't know if Bruce Wayne or Batman, I don't know if they go to those kind of CosmoCon. I think that's what it's called, CosmoCon. I don't know. But the reality of the matter is, I want it to feel so real that you can actually meet Rattleby / Dr. Rattle, because here I am. And so, yeah, those are all the ideas that I've been going through, because I was using like the mirror reflection and then writing the neon on the mirror. Okay, what are we releasing today? Is it grief? Is it pain? Or is it you just need to release energy? I mean, the list goes on. And then back to the bus, I'll have like a big billboard sign of like, hey, this is what we are releasing today. So if anyone's ever watched Power Rangers, the reason why I say Power Rangers is because that's what I grew up on, but you know how they morph? It's always the same background, right? Episode is different, they're fighting a different bad guy, different monster. However, when they morph, it's always the same, you know? It's morphin' time. And then the colors and however they do it, it's kind of like that. When they see the Rattle bus, it should always be the same. Maybe I'll switch up Rattleby's movement slightly, but the top is always going to be the same, except the wording is going to be different. Like I stated, okay, maybe energy release or releasing judgment or so forth and so on. But yeah, it's a lot. So that's what I've been up to, and hopefully I can go to the ER playground today and move my body, but it's challenging when you are a step parent, because I have my stepdaughters here and I'm like, ugh. Hence why I like to do this early in the morning, but I have been so effing tired. My body has just needed rest. And I think my body is just getting used to doing 32 hours in 2 days. So hopefully next week will be different, where I can wake up at 4, and I have to, like I choose to, and every time I don't, I feel so guilty, because I'm like, fuck. Like, my stepbrother is here working on construction, but not only that, the lighting is so vital. And I'd rather move in the dark, where the ring light really picks up Rattleby's movement. And when it's bright out, the reflection just shows. And I'm like, well, fuck. These are the things that I go through. But my goal is to have my own ER playground where it's pitch fucking black, where I have the windows blacked out, where there's no light coming in, really good lighting. But again, we all have to start somewhere, right? So yeah, I think today I'm going to just hang out with the pups, do my laundry, wash my scrubs, just like mentally prepare myself for work. God, like, work. Let's just talk about that. Oh my God. Oh man, the human body is precious, and I say this with love. Please take care of your body, please, because I have a patient and they have a really, really bad bed sore, and it's just sad. It's just sad. And then I have a patient, and her husband comes in, and he's just constantly on her ass, man. Like, don't be putting that on my wife, and just nasty. Like, the things we go through in healthcare, And I don't know how much I can really say because of like HIPAA and stuff, but I can just say the healthcare world is intense. And if you work in healthcare, God bless you, because fuck, there's so much that, and I don't know, I feel like in every job they have their thing, right? Not just healthcare, but just a lot, man. It's just a lot to handle. And that's why I believe we all need an outlet where we can just be in a space where we don't have to think about bills or parenting or relationships or this, that, and the third. And that's why I've created the ER Playground, where I can just be me. But anyway, that is my little spiel to myself. And thank you for the thumbs up. I see you. Appreciate you. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon in the ER Playground.